Have you ever wondered how far science and medicine have gone astray in their pursuit of solutions? In the 20th century, there was a medical treatment hailed as a breakthrough for mental illness. But soon, it became a symbol of abuse and one of the darkest chapters in modern medicine. Today, we're diving into the history of lobotomy, a surgical procedure once considered a miracle cure, but one that left behind a legacy of controversy and suffering. This is not just a story about medicine, but a crucial lesson about ethics and caution in scientific progress. Our story begins in 1935, when neurophysiologist John Farquhar Fulton published a groundbreaking study. After removing the frontal lobes of 2 chimpanzees, he observed that they no longer displayed frustration or anxiety. One of his colleagues described it as though the chimps had joined a happiness cult. However, the procedure came at a cost. The chimps lost significant cognitive abilities. But for Portuguese neurologist Egas Moniz, this was a small price to pay for what seemed like eternal happiness. Moniz believed that if this procedure could be replicated in humans, it might provide a cure for mental illnesses. At the start of the 20th century, mental illnesses were poorly understood. Conditions like depression, obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, and bipolar disorder hadn't been clearly classified, and scientists had various theories about their causes. Moniz believed that mental illnesses were caused by negative thoughts that became fixed in the neural fibers connecting different parts of the brain. Specifically, the thalamus and frontal lobes, areas that regulate emotion and sensation. He hypothesized that severing these fibers could alleviate the symptoms of mental illness. Thus, Moniz invented the prefrontal lobotomy, a procedure in which surgeons would drill into the skull and sever the white matter connecting the prefrontal cortex to the rest of the brain. Initially, Moniz faced skepticism from his peers. His theory was controversial and lacked strong evidence. Undeterred, he performed the procedure on 38 patients suffering from anxiety, schizophrenia, and depression. In his hastily written reports, Moniz claimed the following results. 2/3 of patients became calm and agreeable. Their hallucinations and emotional distress seemed to disappear. Moniz declared the procedure a success, and the press hailed him as a medical pioneer. In 1949, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Medicine. In the United States, lobotomy gained popularity thanks to neurologist Walter Freeman and neurosurgeon James Watts. Freeman viewed it as a solution to liberate hundreds of thousands of institutionalized patients. However, from the beginning, there were serious issues. 1. Restrictive social norms. Many people institutionalized at the time were not mentally ill, but had been deemed abnormal by the rigid social standards of the era. Some lobotomy recipients had no mental illness whatsoever. 2. Severe side effects. Even when the surgery helped reduce emotional distress or hallucinations, it caused drastic personality changes, apathy, and irreversible cognitive impairment. To make lobotomy more accessible, Walter Freeman developed the transorbital lobotomy, a simplified, cheaper alternative. The procedure involved 1. Inducing unconsciousness using electroshock therapy. 2. Inserting an ice pick-like instrument through the thin bone of the eye socket to sever the neural fibers. Freeman boasted that his method required no surgical training and could be completed in under 10 minutes. During one hospital visit, he performed 228 surgeries in 12 days. While Freeman viewed this as efficiency, his colleagues, including James Watts, criticized him for turning such a serious surgery into a quick and dirty procedure. In the 1950s, tranquilizers like chlorpromazine emerged as a less invasive and more effective treatment for mental illness. By the mid-1960s, lobotomy was almost entirely abandoned. It became a symbol of medical overreach, often depicted in science fiction and horror films as a metaphor for brutally silencing those who didn't conform to societal norms. The history of lobotomy serves as a chilling reminder that scientific progress must always be guided by ethics and transparency. Without these safeguards, even well-intentioned efforts to alleviate human suffering can lead to devastating consequences. Lobotomy is a lesson that reminds us of the importance of questioning authority, demanding accountability, and prioritizing humanity in the pursuit of knowledge. If you found this story compelling, please like this video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to BrightBoundX for more stories about history, science, and the human experience. Thank you for watching.